Hello everyone, welcome back to Fallout 4. I picked up Audrey in favor of Tori and we're here in Boston downtown near Faneuil Hall, and I've decided to continue the quest for Audrey. We've had that sitting in our log for quite some time and we're gonna try to finish it today. So it's called Under the Bridge and I need to take her to a meetup point which is, well, pretty close to Faneuil Hall, so let's see what's up with that. Not sure if the super mutants respawned here, but just in case we're gonna be careful. Oh, I guess they haven't respawned yet, which is good. Makes traveling a little bit easier. Oh, I said they weren't, but they are. Oh, that was funny. I didn't even see the Nightkin. Mini nuke. Yeah, you can keep your shit. Okay, looks like it's over here. Do you have ammo? Yes, you have. I don't really need a kickball. Okay, so let's check it out.
We should be careful. Family reunions in my house tend to start with bullets and end with blood. Of course, in between there's arguments, dancing, and champagne. To be honest, I'm not sure which is more dangerous.
Me neither. She's still using the Black Widow armor and the double-barrel shotgun with never-ending ammo, legendary affix thingy. I think it kinda suits her, so we'll just leave her at that. Loot mode engaged. Come on, give me all your money. And your vault box. Let's see, what else is here? Dead Sins. And gunners. I guess this place was raided by the Institute or something?
Well, let's see. It appears this isn't Barnaby at all. In fact, it's my older brother Arthur. Hard to be sure, given he's a ghoul, but I can tell by the eyes. They're incredibly pretentious. We should search the body for a holotape. The letter said the combination would be on that.
Holotape. I think I already found it. Listen to the holotape. I will. After we dig this stuff. Let's see, miscellaneous. Holotape. Holotape. Right, it doesn't get a tag for some reason.
Well, if you're listening to this, Audrey, then I'm dead. If you're wondering how I got Barnaby's number, well, let's just call it magic. After all, I know how much you hate comic books, and mysteries even more so. Knowing how annoyed you must be is a small consolation. As for the inheritance, I am nothing if not a man of my word. My number is 14, and Barnaby's is 82. As far as I know, you already have Antoinette's and Margaret's. I won't ask how you got them. I know Antoinette was always going to be the first to die, and Margaret perished the day she tried to put her brain into that machine. For all her intelligence, it boggles the mind how stupid she could be. Either way, congratulations. You've won. Perhaps it would have been easier if we just shared the wealth like Father intended, instead of trying to outlive each other through various means. In the end, we outlive society itself. I take comfort knowing you'll be stuck forever in this awful, decrepit place.
talk to Audrey.
Look alive.
I don't understand why all mutants can't be like Virgil. I don't lose my brain cells because one day I decided to lift a few weights.
Hey.
So, that's why he insisted on holotapes. Even in death, Arthur found a way to get the last word. I loved that about him, as much as I despised everything else. But I am sad that he's gone. He was family after all. Which means the infection I suffered in DC has yet to subside.
What do we do now?
One thing we won't do is give up. If Arthur's dead, that means someone killed him, and that person had to have a motive. Granted, that list might be infinite, so it's best we start at the top.
What do you think happened to him?
If I had to venture a guess, I'd say this is Margaret's work. You can tell by the lasers and dead robots. And if Margaret's really alive, perhaps you'll want to work together. My sister would know this, of course. See if you can't find another clue somewhere. Hopefully with an address and directions.
The voice acting of this is so damn good. This quest is part of a collection of quests called Tales of the Commonwealth, and if you didn't know any better, you would just think that this is part of the vanilla game, but it really isn't. You have money? Suspicious photo. Talk to Audrey again. We will.
I'm at your command, darling. Pray you don't ask for anything foolish.
I won't.
I found this old photo.
Ah, I know the place in the picture. A pre-war cafe for dilettantes and socialites, and a post-war nightclub for hustlers and scavs. Old enough to feel safe, but new enough to be dangerous. That's my sister for you. One step ahead with two left feet. Well, we shouldn't keep her waiting. Let's go.
The Tremont Street Speakeasy. Didn't I already discover that? Let's have a look where it is. So it's close to the combat zone. I'll spare you guys the loading screens because getting into downtown Boston is really taking a long time. I'll just see you there.
This bar was a nice choice. Maudlin, but nice all the same.
You'd be amazed how little this neighborhood has changed. The bombs may have dropped, but the dirt is still here.
And you were never one to avoid getting your hands dirty. In fact, you're looking much better than Arthur these days.
Looking's not as good as having, honey.
It never is. I suppose the question is whether you want it all for yourself, or if you want to do this together.
I do, actually.
Then it's time you dropped this ruse. After all, you're far too nice to pass for my sister. You, on the other hand, with that disgruntled look, as if the world were too small and you had to slouch to fit inside it. That I recognize.
You're as perceptive as ever, Audrey. And still a huge bitch.
Takes one to know one. Is this a new body? Well, new in the relative sense. I wasn't aware synths came in vintage models.
Why do you think I chose it? It helps sell the illusion. Not that I needed it. Arthur would never deign to make eye contact with the help.
So, you've been working for him?
Naturally. I let him collect the combination, then waited for my opportunity to take it. After all, our brother would never agree to working together. He'd call it surrendering to Father's idealistic garbage.
He also wouldn't trust either of us not to kill him.
That too. In fact, I believe his favorite saying was, "That isn't water under the bridge."
Yes, I imagine it was something much thicker. And he was right, as it turns out. So, why not do the same to me?
Because I've always liked you, Audrey.
Gotta
I
save
couldn't
up for a
stand
new
to be
gun.
around you, but that's
Get
not
a
the
hair
same thing.
trigger.
And best of all, I know working together would piss our brother off to no end.
All right. But if we're going to work together, my friend here is coming along. She's quite capable.
Still don't trust me, do you? All right, fine. Your friend can come. The two of you can meet me at the old summer estate. It's time to find out once and for all what legacy Father left us.
Escort Audrey to the summer estate. I try to keep my distance from these other NPCs because they tend to be real chatterboxes and really loud, and it would ruin the conversation, so that's why I was moving a bit around the sides, so to
So
speak.
what have you been up to, sister? Still shooting raiders for kicks?
Yes, but not intentionally. Nowadays, they just force my hand. And you?
Oh, the same old. Forever building the better mousetrap, as you like to call it.
And have you caught many mice with this contraption of yours?
I've caught enough.
They do have a basement somewhere. So let's see if we can get in. Deserter.
Hi.
You with the Minutemen? Because if so, I got a one-finger salute and a bullet with your name on it.
Am I? Not really.
Do you really mean that?
Yeah, with every fiber of my being.
Why do you care so much what happens to the Minutemen?
Because they killed my wife and kids, goddammit! When they recruited me to build artillery, they said I'd be gone a month, tops. They promised they'd patrol the farm day and night. That's what General Becker said, day and night. He said it was for the good of the Commonwealth. Well, I say, fuck the Commonwealth, and fuck the Minutemen. I should never have left Rosie and the kids. Not for a second. And now they're gone.
How did Barnaby die, anyway? Arthur assumed you killed him.
He was dead before I even got the chance. Antoinette, on the other hand, is another story. The truth is, she gave me no choice.
I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. The girl killed herself. We all know she belonged in Parsons. Father just didn't have the heart to commit her.
Go away.
Well, he doesn't like us very much, even if we didn't say we were with the Minutemen. I think it's just random loot up here. Let's see where the quest takes us. Under the bridge. Summer estate, which would be between Crook Manor and Nahant Chapel. Oh, that would actually been quite a journey if we haven't already met it. Okay, I'm gonna fast travel to Nahant Chapel because that's most likely a safe location, and we'll continue from there. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, here we are at Nahant Chapel. Turns out I did spawn in a firefight between the gunners and some children of Adam. Took care of it, and we're pretty close actually to the summer estate, which would be this building. And it only has a back entrance. Alright, let's go inside.
Here we are, the old summer home. It's just as tacky as I remember it.
Who cares? The terminal for the code's on the wall there. My number's 47.
All right, I'll enter the full code now. What is it you think we'll find, anyway?
I don't know. Gold, jewels, baseball cards. Could be anything. The old man was secretive.
We must have had different fathers. The one I remember would go out of his way to tell you about his exploits.
Only when he was drunk.
That should do it. Shall we?
Oh, they want me to open the vault? Kind of funny that they always have these lock mechanisms on the outside. Doesn't seem very safe to me.
Congratulations on entering the safe room. Your father would have been very pleased you managed to make it this far. Of course, there's no guarantee the five of you work together, and as such, further proof is needed.
You can't be serious.
As you'll note, there are 5 rooms in this house, each with a self-contained test designed specifically for the 5 of you. Pass them all, and you unlock the main safe.
Except there's only 2 of us here.
Don't bother. It's a recording. It's a miracle this piece of scrap even functions after all this time.
Now go forth, sirs and madams, and reap the rewards that can only come from working together.
So, the entire house is a safe. I assume cracking our puzzles will be easy. The rest will take some ingenuity. We'll have to act like our siblings. Or even worse, think like them.
I'll leave that to you and your friend. You were always mocking everyone's mannerisms. Perhaps that might pay off here.
Well, I assume the kitchen will be Barnaby's. He was a fine chef. God only knows why he chose to have his servants cook for him instead. Arthur's test will likely be the stage room. He always enjoyed good play. Antoinette's, I assume, will be in her bedroom. Something violent, I presume.
Mine likely involves some sort of robotics or science experiment, so I'll head over to the lab. We can meet up when we're done.
Please proceed to the next phase.
Take the kitchen test. So she's gonna be a lazy piece of work and let us continue or complete the other tests.
Something you need, darling.
No, not really, not really. We need to go up, it seems. Is that? That's not what I thought it was. Let's see. Up there.
Test 1. Baking. Barnaby, if you would please make Father's favorite meal.
Ah, I believe that would be squirrel stew. It's a joke, really. Barnaby called Father a squirrely man, and cooked it for him without ever telling him the contents. I never really knew if Father liked the stew or not, or if he knew what Barnaby was up to. I suppose in the end he didn't care. He just wanted to spend time with his son. But enough sentiment. The recipe should be here somewhere. Some ingredients might no longer exist, as well as some measurements, so we can't be sure the Wasteland recipe is the same. The original recipe might have included tomatoes and potatoes. A hybrid of that would work, but half a potato and half a tomato aren't one of either.
Okay, so let's have a look at this recipe. Let's see, 1 potato, 1 tomato, diced carrot, blood leaf, squirrel meat chunks, and 4 cups of water. Alright. Now, do be careful here. Some items you can pick up and some you can't, or is that fixed right now? Alright, it seems to be fixed. Alright, never mind that. Okay, we need water. Potato. Whiskey. Do we really need to add whiskey? Because I would love to steal that. Let's see, what else do we need? Move. Definitely not a coffee cup. Instamash. What is that? Tin cans. Bourbon.
Please proceed to the next phase.
Yes, if you would just give me a minute to get my supplies. Alright, let's see. First add the broth, going by the recipe, how many bottles of water will you add? Let's go with 2. Vegetables. You could do this, but I only have perception 4, I guess. Now, it did mention blood leaf, didn't it? so I'll go with that one. Let's see. 2-year squirrels too, you find some bit lying around. There are also a few dead roaches. Yeah, I don't think that would be great. So let's just stick to the original recipe, I guess. The soup here is good and ready.
Congratulations, Barnaby.
Awesome.
You passed your portion of the test. Please proceed to the next phase.
Arthur's test. The show starts when you step on the stage.
Oh, really? We need to perform? Why can't you do it? Why do I have to do this?
So, what will this test be? I'd assume it'd be the Bard, or something from that time period.
For this test, you will need to perform the play, The Silver Shroud.
That's like almost Shakespeare.
It would have to be a comic book. Arthur memorized them all because he knew it would bother me to no end. Unfortunately, I'll need you to read the lines, darling. I couldn't possibly do it justice. Don't worry. If you get stuck, just spout out the most incomprehensible nonsense you can think of, and you'll be fine.
Don the Silver Shroud costume and perform the play. We just got rid of it and now we got another one. Great. Let's see, they added an armor. Yes, they did. Well, at least this one is only 2 pounds. How do we look? It's exactly the same as the other one. Let's see.
Excuse me.
What do you want, stranger? Can't you see I'm busy selling drugs to kids?
Well, we're the Shroud. Let's just ask him who he's playing.
Who are you supposed to be?
Response not recognized. Aborting program. Because in Boston, the mob owns the police.
Okay, so you need to stay in character or else the robot bugs out, I guess. Let's see.
Your crimes have gone unpunished for too long, but today you face the Silver Shroud!
Ah, the Dark Dick himself. I thought you'd be taller. And if you think someone as short as yourself can stop me, then you're as foolish as the human who designed that getup.
Oh, those lines are brilliant.
It is not wise to stand between the Silver Shroud and righteous justice.
Ah, but there's another thing standing between you and justice. This helpless child, Timmy. And if you want to punish me, you'll have to kill him to do it. For I've taken him hostage.
You shield yourself behind an innocent. You are craven. And you shall fall before me.
We'll see about that.
Catchphrase, I guess?
I am the instrument of justice, and I cannot fall. Death has come for you, evildoer, and I am its shroud!
Congratulations, Arthur. You passed your portion of the test. Please proceed to the next phase.
It looks like that did the trick. And just in the nick of time. Any longer and I would have shot you myself.
I know, right? Alright, let's get our own armor on again. Yeah, we only did that, didn't we? No, it got rid of these. There we go. Okay, so we need to go up. Now, she did mention that her sister's test would be something violent.
This place isn't easy on the eyes, but it's safe.
Please proceed to the next phase.
Yeah. I was held up on the stairs. Keep out.
Antoinette had anger issues. She reminds me of a feral ghoul. Or rather, ghouls remind me of her.
If you're ready to start the test, press the button on the wall there.
Let's save. Just to be sure.
Your Geiger counter seems to have lost its mind. which means we have to work quickly. We'll have to think like my sister. Destroy everything in the room and
Destroy.
see if
Congratulations, Antoinette. You passed your portion of the test. Please proceed to the next phase.
That's all the tests. Let's see how Margaret's doing.
That was a lot of rats. I can just walk out. Wait, what's this? Using your knowledge as a medic, you identify the content as bags of rat away and bottles of rat eggs. Yeah, that's a bit late now, isn't it? Well, at least they give me a free way to get rid of the rats. Let's check the log real quick. Doesn't say anything. While we're here, we're gonna eat something. Let's see. That should do it for now. She said check up on her sister, which would be in the lab. Well, not over there. Oh, hello.
That thing is so old, it's dust as dust.
Maybe, but it had a lot of ammo. Do you have any whiskey? No, that one. Wine. Alright, was worth a shot.
I don't need everything in life. Just the finer things will do.
Yeah, she is kind of posh, isn't she? Ooh, microscope.
Well, I hope these
here she
ladies
is.
didn't cause you too much trouble.
They're not ladies. They're machines.
And I'm sure disabling them was as simple as pressing 300 buttons.
At least that much. Not that you'd understand anyway. Regardless, it looks
Please
like all that's
proceed
left
to
is
the
your
next
room.
phase.
I can't wait to see what horrors await inside.
Don't worry, Margaret. I doubt it's anything I haven't shown you already. Not that you are paying attention. Let's go.
Okay, now it's Audrey's turn, I guess. Don't tell me I have to do that one as well. Let me through. You're way too slow. Let's see, up. I like the look of the place, but it's kind of a maze. I mean,
Is something the matter?
no, we're heading towards your room, I guess. There's the city robot.
What's this? A room with a holotape? I just had to disable 3 assaultrons before they ripped me to shreds, and this is all that's waiting for you?
Called it. Audrey's father's last
Please
request.
proceed to the next phase.
Hold your horses, we're here already, stupid robot. Let's just play it.
Congratulations, Audrey. You passed your portion
For
of
the
the
past
test.
40
The door to
years,
the safe
I've
is
watched
open.
my 5
I
children
suppose
do
that's that
nothing
then.
but squabble and
Should
fight.
we listen to the holotape?
Yet
just
perhaps
go.
the
Anything
fault is
made for
mine
you, I have
for
no
failing
interest
to
in
teach them
exposing
the
myself
value
to.
of family. However, even now, as I lay sick and dying, I feel it is not too late for them and for me. Over the past decade, while seeking to prolong my life, I've discovered something far more valuable than wealth and fortune. Yet despite all its promises, I will not, cannot give this gift to my children. Not as they are now. Audrey, you've always had a gift with words. So this is your test. Make peace with your siblings and help them make peace with each other. Watch over them through good times and bad, for this is only the first step in a long and arduous journey. That if you make that journey together, I believe the 5 of you can strip immortality of its curse. Apart, you will find it a fate worse than death.
Sir, the doctors are ready.
In a minute. I guess it's time.
Okay, that was kind of weird. I activated the holotape and they started chatting amongst each other as well, so I couldn't really hear what they say. Well, I saw the quest marker change to downstairs, so... Should we wait for them? Or... Well, to be honest, we did everything.
So, would you like to do the honors?
Oh, they just magically...
Something you need,
teleport.
darling.
No, everything's fine. Let's just see what's in this thing. Mysterious serum. I'll take these first. This is basically the same stuff as we got from Lorenzo.
You've got to be kidding me. All this work for a single vial?
Let's not jump to conclusions. Father was nothing if not a predictable man.
This vial is a special serum developed by a friend of your father's. Contained inside are the secrets of immortality itself.
Immortality? Ha! Well, this is a fine joke.
You don't say. I suspected the prize was worthless, but it's even worse than that. It's ironic.
I am sorry to interrupt your joyous celebration, but I must inform you that I have now fulfilled my duties as guardian of your father's estate. Good luck to all of you.
Well, I suppose it's not a total loss. I'll take that vial, thank you very much.
Really, Margaret? It's a serum that grants you immortality. It might as well be a state-of-the-art television for all the good it'll do.
It may not be worth anything to us, but it's worth something to somebody, which makes it a valuable commodity all the same.
Ah, so you did more than disable those assaultrons. You reprogrammed them. There really was no need. If I wanted to kill you, Margaret, I assure you, my friend over here could.
Oh,
You're
yes, we
all
could.
talk, you know that? It's funny. Arthur said you were street smart, that you were the one person who couldn't be swayed by sentiment. And in the end, you just gave me your half of the combination.
You'll find I've given you much, much more. That is, if you ever bother to look.
Humph.
Goodbye, sister. Don't spend it all in 1 century.
Kill Margaret and retrieve the serum, or spare her.
Well, that ends that. I appreciate the restraint you showed. Margaret may not have had a high opinion of me, but in time she may realize what she really gained from all this.
You did the right thing. She isn't worth dying for, or killing for.
Yes, I knew that already. The question was whether the inheritance was of any value to her. Regardless, I'd say poor Margaret left the real prize behind. It's a lesson I learned in D.C. Immortality doesn't have to be dreadful, provided you spend it in good company. In fact, given your knack for pacifism, I think traveling with you will be quite the education. Hopefully, you feel the same.
Glad to have you with me.
And I'm glad you agree. While this began as a bargain, I'd like to think this is more than a little quid pro quo. I suppose time will tell.
Having helped Audrey understand the value of friendship, camaraderie and class, you have gained the social climber perk. Completed under the bridge. Okay, let's check that perk real quick. Let's see, stat perks. Friend of the cats. Oh, right. Social climber. Thanks to your relationship with Audrey, you receive 1.5 times the value of selling goods and are 1.5 times more likely to pass a charisma check. Okay, nice. Well, it's better than this one, that's for sure. Anyway, it might be a bit short, but since we completed this quest, I think we're gonna cut it here, and in the next episode we're gonna do the monster quest. I think I would like to get that out of the way as well, and Audrey might be a good fit for it. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.